Hey Aquarius, how are you? Okay, I'm going to burn this bay leaf for you guys. If you can and have your journal handy, go ahead and take a moment to write in your journal. I made this for, this is an intention or manifestation I set for you guys. Oops. Uh-oh, gonna catch my house. Oh. Yeah, don't do what I'm doing. But it was so funny because I wanted it to be about love, but I kept getting money and then the word glorious. Glorious sunshine. Sunshine means happiness to me. So sunshine, glorious sunshine came like to mind. I don't know if that means anything. That's not really a word I use. So maybe it means something to someone. And if it does, that word is common for you or someone you know, then this is definitely something in here you need to pay attention to. But anyway, so if you don't have your journal, or even if you do, I encourage you to take a moment and write some manifestations into the comments or your intentions, because they will circulate, these videos circulate all over the world and thousands and thousands of times. And so the energy just keeps building power. Not only that, but I can go back through, as well as the other, everybody who watches these can circle back and do a thumbs up on your comment and help add power to it. So I love when y'all do that for each other. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. Let me just show you this real quick. This is just what came out in pre-shuffle, and it felt pretty strong, so I wanted to go over it with you. So, and this isn't... We're going to lay out a spread, and I don't think this is going to take over the reading, but it looks like there's somebody who is kind of like waiting around or feeling like they're being held back by someone else that isn't quite as passionate, or maybe their chakras are blocked, or they don't have the desires that you have. One person doesn't have the same desires as the other, or the motivation to get up and do fun things, and somebody else is getting kind of bored with it. And I think there needs to be some communication about that. We got this Nine of Cups twice. I was also shuffling this deck. I couldn't really get a good feel for it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I love that deck, by the way. That's Gregory Scott. But I feel like there's a throat chakra issue, so somebody probably needs to communicate, hey, if you don't want to go do stuff, that's fine, but I do. And that sunshine that came through so strong, vitamin D and sunshine is critical for happiness. Critical. People some people live in a place where they can't get much, and maybe in that case you should buy one of those, sunlights or something. But it's critical for depression and happiness. Critical for dopamine. So something about sunshine. Don't let somebody else's bad habits hold you back, or vice versa. If somebody else is trying to get you up and going. Try the sunshine thing. Also, I wrote this down. There's it's called the 5 Tibetan Rites. It's just 5 quick exercises that you can do every morning. Make sure you're on an empty stomach. And you can YouTube it, but it just gets all your chakras and meridian centers flowing. Okay. And I know if you do this for 21 days, they say that you'll feel a profound difference. I have not gone 21 days without breaking it, but they definitely have gotten easier, and I look forward to them now. They feel good now, okay? Because it's kind of like it opens you up. It gets your energy flowing, and it's I don't know. They just feel really good. So this is what like the ancient monks that live forever. This is anyway. I love to share all this neuroscience stuff with you guys. Okay, so anyway, don't short yourself. Express yourself that you want to go do fun things. And somebody may need to unblock their chakras. Stop waiting around for someone else to have your fun, okay? That's what that was. All right, let's get started. How are you? I love you guys so much. I'm feeling Gemini and Libra. In fact, I was going to do Gemini, and then I wrote down Aquarius. I had forgotten. I just kept thinking Aquarius. So, I don't know, somebody may have Gemini in their chart, but anyway, let's get started. And this came out in pre-shuffle also. So 9 of Wands, that's feeling wounded. Another thing that I felt like saying was, if you're in a difficult situation, the longer you stay in it, the more difficult it's going to be for you to take the first step. So, you never want to be totally reliant on someone else for, your financial, your here. And I know that there are situations where some of us, some people may be in a wheelchair or they are reliant, but there's very rarely is a situation somebody's watching this that can't do something, because there's so much you can do even from your phone. And that's not a great thing to do, but I have gotten a lot of work done from my phone sitting in my bed before. People can make a lot of money. There's just so much opportunity. So just take the step is what I'm trying to say. The longer you go without taking the step, the harder it's going to be to take that first step. And even if it's a tiny step, take that step and then celebrate that you made that step. It's proven that there's more dopamine, there's just as much dopamine released in taking action towards a goal than achieving the goal. So how crazy is that, right? Look at that. Take exactly what we're talking about. It's been a long, hard journey. It's time to take action. And then what comes next? The Nine of Pentacles, which is wealth. Yeah, which is interesting because I got money for when I wrote on your bay leaf, it was money. And look, here we have it again. Nine of Wishes. So blessings, wish fulfillment. That's crazy. I feel like shuffling, but I'm going to look at this. Okay, so Eight of Cups. Yeah, leaving a difficult situation, even if you're just taking a step, there's that boredom again. You're not satisfied. There's a lack of satisfaction. And that could get you, change the trajectory of your life into a not very good place. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle because I feel like I needed to. Okay, so we've got the Moon card. Ooh. The Moon card and Page of Swords. So, right, the Moon card is about, it could be secrets or fear. But I do kind of feel spying. Somebody's secretly keeping tabs, or the Page of Swords is curious and investigative, and it kind of represents that smug, like, instead of just asking out, I'm going to sneak and look at things behind the scenes, and I'm going to find out everything I can, but I'm not going to tell you type stuff. Let's see what else. Oh, goodness. Somebody's doing things the hard way. Instead of just being, upfront about it. So again, that kind of goes back to that throat chakra. So let's look at your person. We're doing your energy up here and them down here, but the roles could be reversed or intermingle. All my videos are timeless. Please don't force a video or a reading. It may find you. It should apply when it finds you. And you can, keep it in mind because a lot of times it's future. But if it's ever awkward or feels frustrating, then it's, just click off. I don't ever want you guys to be frustrated with readings or confused. Don't try and make a reading work. So Hangman. So this person, that's your person. Your person is Hangman. And there's the World card. So World card is, I love the World card. It's about cycles ending. Wow, we got some powerful stuff going on here at the bottom of the deck. We've got 4 major arcana, 5 actually. So the Strength card, Leo energy, Capricorn, Libra, Sag. And this is holding back. And this is being tied and bound to something. I think it's time to break free from something. Maybe make a decision or break free from, this is coming through a lot. Break free from something that's, feeling this one. Oh, look at that. Break free from something that's difficult. So again, that kind of goes back to take the first step. Hangman, 7 of Pentacles. Somebody is stuck waiting for this 10 of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? What's in the recent past? It's like maybe somebody just isn't a go-getter as much as you, and maybe their dopamine levels are low or their chakras are blocked. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is somebody, that sword is up, that's active, so there's mental energy. Also communication or needing to communicate. Let's see what goes with that. Hierophant. moving away from. Look at that, death. What does death lead to, though? A new beginning. Aries. Oh, goodness. We have Scorpio. New beginning. Oh, see, okay, somebody is avoiding ending something. And that avoiding ending something or avoiding the truth about something is prolonging happiness. Here we have the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. This could be counseling. I'm a huge fan of counseling, you guys. I started counseling. I've gone twice, and oh my gosh, it's so beneficial. You know what I found too is even sometimes just talking, just explaining things, even if the counselor does it before the counselor even says something, it helps me see things differently, or, you know, because you have to explain it and make sense of it, and it kind of helps you realize, well, that's not even a big deal, or that's, you know, I don't know, it's just, I'm a big fan of that. But anyway, we've got the sword up, Queen of Swords. She's somebody that cuts things out. She doesn't mess around. She doesn't put up with anything, you know. She wants the whole truth. This is about truth, too. So the truth is that something needs to end. Look at this. It's here and here, and I already said it. There's something that needs to end. Move away from something. Is that you? Is it your person? There's the Queen of Pentacles, which typically means wife. Look at that for... Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys have a return coming, but you're going to have to get out of something. Somebody has to end a difficult situation or a situation that's keeping them stuck. This is very much about being stuck. Sunshine, glorious sunshine. Remember that. Get sun on your face. Queen of Pentacles. This is stability. She's resourceful. She doesn't need other people. She can do, I mean, it can represent a wife or mother, but in the future, I feel like it's your stability, you making your own money. And then look, we have Four of Wands. That could be twin flame. I don't really see twin flame. But it is a strong foundation, and it, again, is a union. It's time to let go of something that's kept you stuck. And look what happens when you do that. It looks like you're rewarded. The Chariot, and then there's a return. Forward motion towards a return. Something from the past. So if you guys are, and there's progress also. If you guys are wanting a return, you got to get, you know, take some steps towards your own happiness. This is, you create this sun card. Sunshine, glorious sunshine. Look at that. And we just said that. So I think this is a really strong reminder. Interesting that these came out again with the Ten of Swords. An ending, a painful ending. But this is a strong reminder. You create your situation. You create what you want. You know what you have to know what you want. If you know you don't want what you're in, then you know that you need to take steps towards, you know, knowing what you don't want is progress. Realizing or making a decision of what you don't want is definitely progress towards what you do want. So once you have that established in your mind, you remind yourself, put it in the comments, you guys. I will circle back and add, you know, double down on your manifestations and your intentions. Just put your intentions in the comments, and we'll all help each other manifest. Once you know what you want, you start working towards, even if it's just mentally, start working towards what steps you can take. You are never stuck. But somebody is feeling stuck, and it's weird because that's typically not like you. Oh, I don't have my oracles because everything is in the moonlight. All right, well, I guess that's it. I love you guys. Let me know. Bye, Aquarius.